All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about grayscale images. Start off by talking about what are grayscale images, why do we need grayscale images, how do grayscale images work, and then jump into some coding examples on how to convert BGR image to grayscale, and then how to actually read an image as a grayscale directly. Okay, so what are grayscale images? So when you look at an image like this down here, it's in color, and then this one up here is in grayscale. So what a grayscale is essentially here with color we have three channels, with a grayscale we have a single channel, and then all of these pictures are black and white pixels that can range from intensity between 0 and 255. Okay, now you might be wondering, why do we need grayscale images? So one of the main benefits is to reduce the amount of data, because when we have a single image, right, we have three channels, and then with a gray image we have only one channel. So three versus one, obviously with a single channel you use a third of the amount of data. So a lot of times for certain pre-processing steps for image processing, it may be useful to just look at a combined channel instead of all three. Okay, so how do grayscale images work? It's pretty simple. It comes down to an equation here. You take a scaled value of the red channel, a scaled value of the green channel, and then a scaled value of the blue channel. You sum it up, and then that will be your grayscale pixel. And depending on which convention you're coming from, these scaled values may be different, but these are the scaled values that you would use for OpenCV. Okay, so now let's jump right into our coding. Okay, so as usual, we'll import some of the stuff that we'll need. We have an import cv2 as cv, import os, and then we have our grayscale. That will be the main function. That will be the first example that we're doing. And then we have our if name equals main, call our function here. And inside our grayscale, what we're going to do is do our usual read, os.get cwd, and then my image path is going to be os.path.join, and then pass in roots, and I put my file in demo images, call it cubepic1.jpg. Okay, so I'm going to read in the file with cv.onRead and pass in the path of my image. So that will be my image, and then I'm gonna have a gray one. And here I'm gonna do cv.cvt color. What I'm gonna do is convert it to grayscale. So pass in the image, and then there's gonna be a code, so cv.color. So you can see all of these different options you have when you type out color. And if I do like BGR, you can see I could convert to these different types. Here working with the gray value. So the cv.color BGR to gray is going to actually give us some integer value that passes into the cvt color function that will then tell it that, okay, I want it to be a gray value, but this is just more of a human readable format. And then here, if I do cv.show, so now I'm using the cv.show function, pass in my gray image, and then cv.wait key so that it will stay open. And if I run this, we should see a gray image of our kitty, okay? Okay, so moving on to our next example here, we want to actually read in the value directly as gray. So that will simplify a few lines of code for us. So I'm going to call this read as gray here, and I'll call the function down here in my main. And what we want to do is all of this will pretty much stay the same. The main thing that we save is a single line of code. So instead of having to convert it, we could just pass in cv.read, and then you have this grayscale option. So now if I try running this, we will see that it'll just directly plot it as gray. So you save one line of code, but it's kind of up to preference depending on how you want to do it. If you already know you're going to read it in as gray, then just do it that way to make your life a little bit simpler. Okay. So if you found this video helpful, give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.